Hey, fun live stream that we're going to be doing. This is totally for you guys, but we are here to celebrate today. And so, as you can see, we're all set up for our party. Paul's going to join me with your comments here momentarily, but we're really, really excited that we have reached 50,000 subscribers. Woohoo! As of today. So, funny story. So I stayed up until midnight last night going, okay, are we going to make it today? Are we going to make it today? And we were one short when I went to bed at midnight last night. And so it was really sad that we hadn't reached it. But I'm actually more excited that we reached it on a live stream day because it is the actual 50,000 subscriber day. So we have a cake that we're going to share with you guys and some fun things that we're going to do on this live stream. Of course, every live stream is always a huge Q&A for you guys. So let him get his microphone on. So anyway, we want some shout outs from you guys who want any reseller questions because even though we're celebrating, we're still working our business, right? Absolutely. Careful with the knife.
Careful with the knife.
All right. So anyway, big thank you to everyone who faithfully watches and faithfully subscribes and faithfully hits the thumbs up button and hits the notification buttons and also huge thank you to my patrons. I just got a new one again this week who actually is at the name and lights category but wants to remain anonymous. So that's pretty awesome that she doesn't want any kind of recognition for being a supporter. But anyway, so really, really fun. Do we have some people on live now?
We do. Are you going to pop a party?
I do want to pop a party popper. So this is the thing. Paul, you have to do one too with me at the same time.
At the same time?
At the same time. So I got these party poppers. I know, really expensive ones.
How are these
So
work?
the plan is we're going to say, yay, 50,000 subscribers. You just pull the string.
Look into it?
No, don't point it to... Point it away from your face, Paul. Okay, so we're going to pull the string, pull the party popper. Then we're going to do a party popper if we hit 50 thumbs up on this live stream. And then we're going to pull a party popper for anyone who super chats.
Right.
All right, ready?
I'm ready.
50,000 subscribers, ready, set, go! Woohoo!
Cool. It worked.
Yes, it did work. All right, so party popper.
Woo!
For anyone, it does have kind of like cap gun smell.
Yeah, gunpowder.
Yeah.
Something.
We're shooting guns in our warehouse today.
All right. To catch up with questions, Leslie says good morning. Red Silk Sheets Lady says good morning. Woot here for a live. Been a while.
Awesome.
Layla says hi. Layla says thanks, Paul. I was just updating them that we're going to be on in a moment. Okay. Ashley says good morning, everyone.
Awesome.
Annie says hello. Red Silk Sheets Lady says congratulations on your subs.
Awesome.
Angel says hi, Heather and Paul. Freddie says good job. Eric says hi. Awesome. Ashley says, hey, Heather and Paul, did you hear about the warehouse in Tennessee closing down for a while?
We're actually going to talk about that.
They had damage to the building. No one got hurt, but they are refunding all open orders.
Yes, I'm actually going to talk about that for Bulq today.
Yep. That is actually the warehouse that we toured.
Yeah.
If you go back on the channel, it's been a while.
We were there in 2018. 2019?
Yeah, last year we did it. Late last year.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
no, early last year.
Yeah, it was early, like
there's a lot of people employed there.
Well, and we met a lot of the people there, and
yes.
I know that they're probably still working there.
Good people. So
So we'll discuss actually what Bulq is doing about that, and they actually notified me to let you guys know also what the kind of situation is there.
They have two other warehouses.
Yep. Kentucky and Indiana.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, Layla says congrats. TM Stewart 64 says congratulations, Heather and Paul. Margaret Hall says hey, my favorite Hooks family. Can't stay on. Hubby is homesick, so have to take care of him. Congrats on 50,000 subscribers.
Awesome.
Bonnie says morning you two. I have a question about Poshmark when you get a chance. Feel free, Bonnie, to ask it.
Just throw it on there.
Angel says just got a new condition case from Bulq. First disappointment, all 30 items broken. If it was new and they're broken, I'd call.
Just take a photo.
Yep.
Call, and then what I would do is just email their customer care with that photo of everything in there.
Right. We had something similar to that. A jar of honey opened.
And spilled all over everything.
It was all supposed to be new stuff, and they refunded us.
Yeah.
Sandra says, congrats. SGT Go says, is this channel for sale? No. Ashley says, "Yay, 50,000 subscribers."
We sell a lot, but we don't sell our channel.
Mace Crawford says,
I didn't know you could sell a YouTube channel.
I didn't know either. Happy 50,000 subscribers. Layla says, "Yay." David says, "Yay, 50,000." Hello from Geneva, Iowa. Pop away.
Awesome.
Arkansas Queen says, "Congrats, you two. You all inspire me. Thank you so much for all you do." Harold says, "Had to thumbs up. I want more poppers." Yep. You know what the problem is? I can't see the thumbs up.
We can go peek.
I'll go peek.
Or they can yell at us with the thumbs.
Yeah, yell at me whenever the thumbs
Well,
up.
if you close your chat window, you can see it.
Can I?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to close it yet.
Okay.
Let's see. May says, "Yay, party poppers, yay." SGT says, "Hello all." Mysterious Me says, "Yay, hi guys, congrats." Bonnie says, "I have a seller who wants to buy 2 of the same item I have for sale. Neither of us can figure out how to do it. My quantity shows 2, but for her it says 1. She tried to bundle and still can only buy 1. This is on Poshmark. This is a problem with Poshmark's system. We've run into that before too.
The only thing I can suggest is creating a second listing of basically the exact same thing. You can just save your pictures and create a second listing, and then share that listing with them, and they can add it to their bundle. But just change your quantity on your initial listing down by 1, so that you basically have 2 identical listings. That's what I would suggest, because for whatever reason, it won't let you buy more than 1 quantity of the same exact item.
Yep. May says, "Can we sell on Hooked on Pickin?" Well, we've never thought about that.
We sell on Hooked on Pickin.
They're asking if they can sell on Hooked on Pickin.
That's mine. No.
I don't know. I don't know.
Contact me and we'll discuss it.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We have a couple of things for friends on there.
Yeah, we do.
That we're
sell. Like consigning for them.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I don't know. There's a possibility.
Yeah.
Let's see. Stara says, "Hello and congrats from New Mexico." Linda says, "Congrats to you." Angel says there's 17 thumbs up. Layla says, "Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up."
You want some more poppers, don't you?
That's right. Linda says, "Greetings from Belgium." Alan says, "Hey, from Nashville, Tennessee." Hey, praying for everybody down in Nashville. Yep. Mary says, "Love this channel and it gives me so much pleasure. Can you buy an all plus size pallet?" A plus size pallet. I know I can get boxes.
Yeah, we've gotten cases of plus size, mostly plus size. It's never all plus size, but mostly plus size items from Via Trading.
Yes.
That's usually where we usually get our plus size stuff from.
Let's see. Eva Lewis says, "Congrats. Disappointed I missed you on the Eureka Garage Sale. At the Eureka Garage Sale." Sarah says, "Mary Garrison, try Via Trading." Yeah. Yep. Amy Reese says, "You make videos of what you sold on Poshmark. Can you do the same kind of video with Amazon?" We did. What was that?
We did Amazon numbers. We just sell so much on Amazon per week and day.
What was that? 3-4 weeks ago, we did what we sold
weekend sales on all our platforms.
Yes. And that had Amazon on there.
Yep.
Let's see. Pam says, "Hi."
Hi, Pam.
Layla says, "Do you do eBay reviews?"
Not usually. Because eBay reviews is usually stuff you buy off eBay, and I don't do a lot of purchasing off eBay personally. I sell more than I purchase.
Yes. Layla says, "Do you do..." Wait, nope, already said that one. Sarah says, "Once you've listed a pallet, about how long does it take you to make your earnings?" It varies.
It varies depending on the product. Like toys, generally, we'll probably flip the toys within 3 months, 2 to 3 months.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes most of it, I'd say 50% of what we send into Amazon when it comes to toys goes the first month. Yeah. Because we're pretty good on watching sale train. And then after that, then it kind of slows down a little bit. But usually within the first 3 months, I always sell everything within 6 months, or it gets returned to me and I either put it on another platform or we donate it.
Right, and even on Poshmark, I do a Saturday kind of a blitz sale. So I lower the price every Saturday, and we have pretty good sales, and that really kind of keeps the inventory moving.
It also keeps your inventory low, so you're not sharing all that stuff all the time.
If you notice, even big box retailers, they're constantly
turning over their products.
Yeah, clearancing out things, which sometimes is great for us because they do it too quick. Sometimes we've probably sold things because we clearanced them too quick, but you got to move your inventory. Got to keep the train going.
We're going to eat a piece of this cake.
Eat
camera.
a piece of cake.
So
Let's see.
I'm going to open it while you're doing
Man,
comments.
we've got a lot of chats here. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to catch up with everybody. Ann Hall says, what wholesale company do you buy from? Well, and we're going to go to AST Market Week and try to get in touch with more wholesalers. And we'll try to give you a, hopefully a video there with what we thought were the better wholesalers.
I almost dropped the
You
cake.
tried to drop the cake, didn't you?
I tried to drop. I was going to prop it up so you could see it better.
Would have been amazing.
That would have been amazing. I would have still eaten it.
Would have been amazing. Okay. Let's see, Heather, you have a super chat. D. Keone, Deborah.
I talked to you on the phone the other day. She's amazing. She's an awesome eBay reseller. Ready? Deborah, here is your popper super chat. Woo!
Good job. Deborah says, hope you have a wonderful weekend.
Nice.
Okay, let's see here. Back to the questions. Let's see.
Tell us when we get to 50 thumbs up.
Yeah, let's see. Matthew says the Bulq videos from your tour posted end of March 2019 and early April 2019.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Matthew.
Yeah. And what I'll try to do is I will probably go and find the very first Bulq tour one that I did, and usually those link the rest of them.
Right.
And I'll try to put it down in the description of this video after it processes. So I'm not able to do that immediately, but I can stick it in there so that it's linked.
When we took the tour down in the Tennessee warehouse, it was just, there was what do we call it? Warehouse row. There was just warehouse after warehouse along this one road.
And when we
Bulq
saw
had one.
When we saw the drone,
amazing.
when we saw the drone video on the news, it sure looked like that road was hit hard. I mean, there was like an Under Armour warehouse, there was the Bulq warehouse, and there were various other different warehouses.
You would think that if any building could get back up and running quickly, it would be kind of a warehouse facility.
So their Mount Joliet, Tennessee warehouse, well, since we're talking about it, let's just go ahead and get the information out. So I got an email. If you ordered from Bulq at all from the Mount Joliet warehouse, what they did was they don't know if your inventory was shipped already or if it was still sitting at the warehouse waiting to be shipped. And so what they did was immediately gave a refund within 3 to 5 days. It should hit your bank account, which for a lot of you, you might have already gotten the refund. And then they pretty much took the Mount Joliet, Tennessee warehouse off of the Bulq website. You can still order from Kentucky and Indiana, but they sent me an email knowing that I usually talk about Bulq a lot, just saying, hey, just wanted to let you know, especially because we visited there, they wanted to let us know that there was nobody that works at that Bulq warehouse that was injured at all. Now, there's probably about 150 employees there. There were a lot.
There's got to be.
And so that's going to be a really, really hard time for them. So just continue to pray for them. And we're hoping that we continue to get updates. I can, the lady who sent me the email, I can always contact her. She's actually going to be at the ASD Market Week too. And so I'll be able to chat with her and try to give an update as well. But I like to kind of keep you guys in the loop since I do order a lot from Bulq, and you guys do too because of me. So
I'm guessing like the owners, whoever owns Bulq, has probably good insurance, but I don't know what they do with all the employees. I'm hoping there's something provided for them. Yeah. Or they can get up and running quickly. Maybe they can move people to other warehouses, but you want to drive from Tennessee to Kentucky, right? How that would go.
Yeah, they live right there in Nashville. So, a lot of them were longtime residents of that Tennessee area.
Lord willing, they can get up running fast.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Alex says, love your channel. I purchased Hooked on Pickin tip cards. I love them. Thank you guys for all you do.
Awesome.
Ann says, this is a video on YouTube. She is saying being a reseller is going to get harder from now on. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Just on it being harder. The thing that I would say about reselling online is you have to be ever changing.
Yeah.
So what worked for us a year ago is not working for us. And so you have to be ever changing with the market because it's so fluid. So it just kind of changes all the time. And so that's part of the reason why we sell on so many different platforms. We used to make a lot of money on Amazon, and that has recently shifted because Poshmark and Mercari have popped up. And so we are able to sell a lot more. Well, we don't personally do Mercari, but we know a lot of you guys do. And so we do a lot more on Poshmark than we ever did on Amazon when it comes to clothing. And the things that are made available via liquidators changes all the time as well.
Oh, yeah. And that's why we're trying to find more wholesalers so that we can have a steady, continue to buy that one thing over and over and sell it. But
yeah, we'll give you an update too on what
it's hard work always.
Yeah,
it always has.
It's always been hard. Yeah, it's never been get rich quick.
This isn't an easy. Oh, no problem. I can always do
No,
this.
you have to work your business.
Yeah. Deborah says, "Hey Heather and Paul, love you guys both." David says, "Have you guys ever bought a bin of clothes for via trading? If so, if you remember what the shipping cost was like." Okay. If so, you remember what the shipping cost was like, and/or was the shipping quote accurate?
Okay, so we have bought pallets from via trading, and they run anywhere from, I'd say, $150 to, we've even paid close to $250, $300 maybe. You're going to be in that range for shipping per pallet.
No, probably not. Well, to us it wasn't 300, but we're like in the smack dab in the middle of the Midwest.
Yeah, like if you're going West Coast to East Coast, you may pay upwards of 300, but the more pallets you get, the better rate you're going to get. And so anytime we buy more than 2, we're always usually under that $200 mark for our shipping. And then it also is based on the weight of the pallet. And so...
Right. We work with a sales rep there, Mike. And he really watches out for us to try to find the best shipping.
Well, we're not always in a hurry to get our products, so we just basically tell them whatever the cheapest shipping rate is, we'll take. And if it takes it 2 weeks, it takes it 2 weeks because our bottom line is what matters.
But we probably have done the best on clothing from via trading.
Yes.
And their Macy's boxes have been pretty good for us.
Yep.
So let's see here. Tim Stewart 64 says, "Bought your Poshmark E-book, love it. Going to start by selling from my overstuffed closet."
That's awesome.
Very nervous, but you make it look easy. Thank you and God bless.
Yeah.
Pam says, "What kind of cake are you eating?"
Okay, this is just a white sheet cake. I was debating on the red velvet, but I needed to get a big enough one so we could write 50,000 subs. I really should have gotten a cake about this big, but my diet can't handle that because I would literally sit and eat the entire thing.
Yes.
So I got this one. My kids like white cake, and so that's never...
Are you going to cut the cake?
Oh, I should.
Cut the cake.
I should cut the cake.
Whitley's Ware says, "Hey, everybody."
I'm eating the corner piece.
Go for it. Harold says, "A true reseller, tape dispenser holding up the cake." Yes.
Yes! This was our prop up the cake.
Layla says, "Got to grab my kindergarten, half-day kindergarten here. Thanks, Paul and Heather." KOH Merchandise says, "Hello, Paul and Heather. Congrats on 50,000. Nest W says, "I'm in a different industry, but I love your advice on moving stock." Great. Angel says, "I like via trading for clothes. Use your hooked discount code."
Nice.
Very good. May says, "Toys sell great at flea markets.
Right,
profit isn't as big, but inventory moves faster." What's that?
I'm just eating the frosting.
That's a good job. More of you to love, baby.
Yes.
Timothy says, "Hello, friends. I have a question about wholesale ninjas." We've done wholesale ninjas.
Yes, we have.
I want to purchase 2 general merchandise pallets from them. I am not sure what I will be getting. Were you generally happy with them?
Boy, it's been a while since we ordered from Wholesale Ninjas. I think we were happy with them.
Yeah, it's not a red flag that I can remember. We have had one liquidation place.
We have a couple.
We had a red flag.
Yeah, and we have a couple that we're wary of buying from just because of condition. But Wholesale Ninjas was not on that list for us.
Right.
We just haven't bought from them just because we find such good stuff with via trading in bulk that we just haven't gotten back to them. Let me have your plate. I'll give you a piece of cake,
Thank
Paul.
you. And it's kind of strange. Like every liquidator I've ever purchased from, Heather's ever purchased from, it's been like there's a sweet spot.
Yep.
You know, it's like there's one section, you know, whether it's toys or whether it's clothing, that for whatever reason they're cheaper than a bunch of other people. I don't know why, and it can be really good stuff. But like if you bought a toy palette from 4 different liquidators, you're going to go, this one was great, and these 3 were eh.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So.
Do you want me to feed you a piece of cake?
I am okay
Yes.
right now. Deborah says
It's really good.
video views over 50,000. Yeah, video views over 50,000.
Is it thumbs up?
Is it? Let me check.
Just hit the back button.
The back button here.
And then I don't know if you
do I have to refresh? I'm not seeing.
Let me just go look.
You're gonna go look? Okay.
Yeah.
I will go
You have
back
to
to
open.
live chat.
Yeah, so you can keep reading. Let's see. Oh my word.
How many thumbs up are you at?
We're at 47 thumbs up.
Awesome, baby. Let's see here. Sorry, I got off my track there.
Okay. He's gotta find where
Okay,
he was.
Pumpkin Spice says, congrats, guys. Layla says, also bulk code for not first-time buyers. Please help Heather and Paul. Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to them about getting a bulk code just for my viewers only and see if they'll do something like that for us.
Ashley says, this is the driving video to bulk. Yeah, we know. Net Guru NC, probably North Carolina, says, I just ordered my first freight pallet from direct liquidation. It's been a week, still not shipped. Do you know how long shipping takes with them?
Direct liquidation is the one that takes us forever.
Is it?
Yeah, it usually takes us a while.
I don't remember that.
Call them, find out,
Yeah.
have all your tracking information and your order number. Because what may have happened is it could be at the actual freight deliverer that's going to deliver to you.
Yes, we did run into that one time.
And if you put a phone number on there that they can't contact, or they thought they called you and they didn't, you do have to, some of them require online scheduling, and some of them require phone call scheduling in order to set a delivery time. And so that may be what's delaying you. Is it good cake?
Very good cake.
Okay.
Very good. Also, on direct liquidation, you get to pick the shipping, who ships it out. And so take note of that. So the next time you buy, it might not be direct liquidation's problem. It might be that shipping company isn't real great.
I think we've always used like AXO or something like that.
We have before. I usually try to get one of the cheaper people, but occasionally it's like, these people took longer. Don't know why they took longer, but they did.
There was one time where they only come into our area like once every 2 weeks.
Yeah, that was dumb. That was real dumb.
Yeah, and because we weren't available that day, they delayed our pallet drop off by like 2 weeks.
Right.
And it was not direct liquidation's fault. It was the actual shipping company coming out of St. Louis. So.
This is great cake.
It is good cake. Not too
bad.
shabby. I know. Watching us eat cake. Have your cake and eat it too. That's right. That's what you get to do at 50,000 subscribers. Did we get another super chat?
No, not yet. Not that I can see, at least. Let's see.
Okay.
Susan says, how do y'all feel about the health and beauty boxes from Bulq? I don't see any where the MSRP is 10 times the price. Also in health and beauty, should you stick with new instead of unexpected returns?
I usually do new with the health and beauty, and I like them. They're just a lot of work because they're big.
Did she say from Bulq?
Bulq or via trading? Bulq, I like. The health and beauty has been okay from Bulq. I went to via trading initially with the health and beauty. I like via trading's health and beauty because they have health and beauty and they have makeup, and we've done well on both of those. It's hard to find the via trading health and beauty though. Nowadays.
I don't know. Via trading?
Well, now sometimes it's hard to get the pallets.
Okay,
yeah.
yes. The via trading pallets, they're hard to get your hands on.
The makeup they always have.
The makeup, yes, they almost always have, and that's all brand new.
Okay. The thing that I would say about the makeup for via trading, though, is a lot of it can go on Amazon, but it's going to be really small margins. You're only going to pay $1 or $2 per item, but you're only going to make $1 or $2 after fees on Amazon.
Right.
And so I would suggest if you have other ways to move them, such as garage sales, crafts shows, flea markets, those are going to be your best options. You can sell some on eBay, but you're going to do more of a bundling thing. So you're going to have like 5 different color of lipsticks, and you're going to have to bundle them just to get them to move on eBay. You can't sell them one at a time like you can on Amazon.
You can sell makeup on Poshmark.
Yeah, you can.
We haven't had incredible luck.
We haven't had incredible luck.
We didn't put a ton of makeup on there, though. But let's see.
Okay.
And I would do new.
Right.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Because there's nothing you can do with an open lipstick or an open something.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Courtney says, made it. Congrats, guys. Christina says, hello, I was so excited about talking to Victor from Via Trading, but the category that I was looking for was all sold out. I didn't know was the coupon code. Okay.
Yeah, hooked.
I don't know Victor. It's probably a sales rep there.
Yeah, there were a bunch of sales reps that we did not get a chance to meet because there are a lot of them there.
Yep. Sarah says, hello from the UK.
Awesome.
Darren says, made a trip up to Via Trading. Got some NCAA hats. They just got in stock and ran out in an hour. I don't doubt that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't doubt that.
Probably,
We've done well on those hats.
Probably because of our video, I would imagine.
I'm sure it helped.
Yeah.
Deborah says, e-commerce from 2005 till now has had literally thousands of changes. Yes. Okay. All businesses need to pay close attention to the ebb and flow of the economy and business world, or you'll be left behind. Like one of the issues right now, because of the coronavirus, we had looked into, what is it, Alibaba?
Yep.
And then you could buy a product from China and then be able to have it shipped, made very cheaply that way. But we've heard from folks that they're having a hard time getting their shipments now because some of the ports are closed, or they have a lot of their workforce are laid off because of the coronavirus right now. So
we also got a message from ASD Market Week that
we did.
A good chunk of the Chinese wholesalers that come from mainland China will not be there.
Right.
But I mean, they still have thousands and thousands of vendors. Like when I looked at them, I finally got the app for the ASD and I looked at the map and it looked exactly the same because they have so many other international sellers. But because basically they've shut down travel from those countries into the United States for our safety. And so a lot of people were asking, are we still going to ASD Market Week because of the coronavirus? Yes, we're still going, and it sounds like they're making precautions too to make sure that they're not spreading things too. I want to check thumbs up because I want to do another popper.
You go for it.
All right, let's go check. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Where are we at?
Rosemary says, congrats on the 50,000 mark.
We are at 63 thumbs up. Ready?
Here comes another popper.
All right, another popper because we had 50 thumbs up. So when we get to 100 thumbs up, we're going to do another popper. Okay, ready? Set. Oh, hold on. That was very anticlimactic. Okay, ready, set, go. Woo!
Beautiful.
All right. So also, if you super chat, we'll do a popper for you.
Heather's excited.
I'm excited about 50,000 subscribers.
Can you tell my wife gets excited?
So if you were not on at the beginning of this, when we first went live, I stayed up till midnight because I was really close to 50,000 subscribers. And I really wanted to be on 50,000 subscribers yesterday.
That did not happen.
We were one short.
Right.
At midnight. And then when I woke up this morning, we had cleared the 50,000 subscribers. So it was really awesome because it was on a live stream day. So I literally went and got this cake this morning.
That's right,
because I was so excited about it. And you get to watch us eat it. Sorry. I'm sure you're hungry now. All right.
Let's see. Rosemary says, congrats on the 50,000 mark. And then Marie says, I have a whole lot of stuff that I need to sell, but I can't. So Marie, tell us where you've been trying to sell it and let us know and see if we can't help you there.
Yeah.
Christina says, I would also like to do the FBA Amazon, but it's so confusing. And I use the same program that Heather uses, but I have no idea where to start or how to use it if I have done some research on YouTube.
Okay, I have a couple of listing videos, so send me an email at hookedonpickin, and I'll try to shoot you the links to those videos to see if that doesn't help. They've changed a few things, but almost all of the settings are still the same. And she said she uses the same listing tool I use. So do you use Inventory Lab? If you don't use Inventory Lab, I do have a listing video on Inventory Lab, and I also have a listing video direct on Amazon Seller Central. So I can send you both of those. If you still run into issues, let me know. We can set up a consultation call and maybe do some sort of a screen share so that I can kind of walk you through it as well for that consultation time.
Bella May asks, which items do more people buy, clothes, shoes, or something else?
Well, we've been selling a lot of clothes just because we've been increasing our Poshmark.
Yeah, we've been focusing on
We've been focusing. So I would say whatever you focus on is generally what you sell. But we've always done really well with like toys and general merchandise.
Shoes has been good.
Shoes has been really good. We actually just listed about 50 shoes on our Poshmark store recently.
Yep.
If you watched the last pallet unboxing, they were all from that, and they're all already listed.
Yep. Mace says, I want a piece of that great-looking cake. Hand it through the screen.
Okay, here you go.
Let's see. Angel says, Wholesale Ninja's awesome cosmetic cases. Hey,
Oh,
there you go.
there
We
you
have
go.
not tried their cosmetic cases.
Yeah.
Bonnie says, I was not happy with Wholesale Ninja.
And follow up with.
They counted a sealed 12-pack as 12 items, even though it sold as one item.
And that's.
Can't even get my cost back, and that was 3 sets. That has happened before.
Yep.
That has happened
Now,
before.
usually with Bulq, we get the opposite. Do we have a super chat?
Super chat. TM, I think that might be Tim Stewart 64.
Yep.
Forgive me if I'm wrong on that. $9.99.
$9.99.
Says, I will help you eat your cake anytime. A Coke Zero and coffee for you from Maine. Popper.
Popper, ready? Popper for you. Woohoo!
There you go. Thank you, TM Stewart 64. Let's see. Cindy says, congratulations. Ashley says, I tried 3 times, but every time it deletes the comment when I put the link in.
When you're putting the link in for this chat,
I don't know.
email me the link at
Yeah.
hookedonpickin. Go to
there you go.
hookedonpickin.com or hookedonpickin@gmail.com if you can't get it through my website for some reason.
That's right. Debbie says, huge congrats. Greener Pastures. I love the names people come up with. It's
I know.
awesome. Greener Pastures says, at Ashley Llewellyn, I think only Blue Wrenches can put in links in chat. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Amy says, when having pallets shipped to you, how do you get the trucks that have lift gates to deliver to you all the time?
You ask for them. So when they call to schedule a drop-off, then I usually will either online, if it's an online scheduling, I'll put in the condition notes, we're a residential address with no loading dock. Please include liftgate. They may charge you an extra fee, but a lot of times that fee sometimes gets charged to the company who shipped it.
Right.
And then if they phone call, then just ask the question. Do you have a liftgate on your truck? Because there have been multiple times they try to roll up in a tractor trailer in front of my building, and I have no way to get it off the truck.
We have not had big issues with Bulq or via trading.
Yeah, it's usually direct liquidation, quick lots, smart lots. I think we had to specifically just request from the freight company. You're not requesting, when you initially sign up, there are some companies that you can actually put all that information in. Like if you put that your residential address, a lot of times they'll include a liftgate. So you just make sure whenever they call to schedule your pallet drop off that you ask the question, do you have a lift gate? And it's really hard sometimes because those drivers are somewhere like, hey, we're going to come at 11. Okay, bye. And so you have to wait 1 second. Do you have a lift gate on your truck? And there have been multiple times they've literally been a block away from my house and they go, no, we do not have a lift gate. We'll put it on another truck and we'll come tomorrow.
Which does mean you'll get it the next day or sometimes 2 days later.
Yeah, but they'll do that.
Frustrating, but a part of the business. Yep. Terry's Angel says, I'm late. Congrats on the 50,000.
Yeah, we're doing poppers for thumbs up. So we already got 50 thumbs up for our 50,000 subscribers. So we're going for another 50. So when we hit 100 thumbs up, we're going to do a popper. And any super chats get a popper.
That's right. Bebet says, howdy and congrats on the viewers. Harold says, just refresh 61 thumbs up, pop. Yep. Just did that a little while ago. Yep. I am so far behind. Forgive me, guys. Ashley says, thanks. Darren says, just made a trip up to Via Trading. They had no health and beauty available. Yeah. We can't get it either.
Well, it's really, really hard to find. That's why you haven't seen us do them.
I'd have to say we probably bought 4 pallets of that. First 2 were amazing. I'd say the third one was okay. We made some money. And then the last
load
one
we bought
was a struggle. And I think it depends on what they're getting.
Yeah.
They're just throwing all of it into the pallet.
I'm going to check thumbs up.
Do it, baby. Let's see. Darren says, oh no, I already read that. Darlene says, thank you for all your tips and tricks. I started reselling a year ago, partially because your videos. I do this as a second job, and I'm doing fairly well. So again, thank you, Darlene.
We're at 70 thumbs up.
Good job. Ashley says, smell-o-vision.
Smell-o-vision
Is needed.
It is really good cake.
It smells like sugar.
I'm super excited about meeting all the people that are going to come to my meet and greet at ASD. That should be fun.
That's going to be good. May says, I have to go. One of my buddy's sons turns 2 today. Heading to their house to celebrate his birthday. Hope I catch your next live. You both are awesome.
Awesome.
Happy birthday to the 2-year-old. Good age.
Good age.
Good fun
Don't have a job.
Hopefully
don't have
it's
to
not
work.
terrible 2s, but
we had terrible 3s with most of our kids. They were good at 2, but when they hit 3,
we had good babies. Bonnie says, so glad I found you too. I have learned so much. We'll see you at Bulq Happy Hour on Tuesday. Great.
Oh, awesome.
T Mid says, congrats you too. When you are at ASD Market Week, ask Bulq if they will have local pickup.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to talk to them about that. I know they're in the works of working on that.
Yeah, I think they're probably trying to sort things out when, a third of their
warehouses just get destroyed.
I live 20 minutes from Fort Wayne, and it would save me tons if I could just pick it up myself.
Oh, yeah.
I tell you, though, shipping has gone way down.
Well, if you watched our pallet unboxing that we did 2 days ago, and then we also listed it, we ended up only paying like, what, $68?
Now, I bought 2 pallets there. Who am I talking to? T-Mid. And you think about it, how much would it cost you to rent a truck or even the gas to get there and back? You're 20 miles, it might not be too bad. But if you have to rent anything, it might be just as easy to have them do all the work.
Yep.
And I've only purchased 2 pallets,
since their new calculated
together,
shipping.
And that's been so good. I should throw in a third into my cart just to see, does it keep going lower? I'm not sure it will.
We're going to have to put in a big order here because we're running low on stuff.
Yes. TM Stewart 64 says, my name is Tracy. Thank you, Tracy. It's not Tim, it's Tracy.
Awesome.
Let's see.
Thanks for the super chat, Tracy.
Yeah. Green Pasture says, blue wrenches are chat moderators. Okay.
Gotcha.
Angel says, what does it mean when someone adds one of your items to their bundles on Poshmark? Great question.
When do you want to? Well, I'll field this so you can eat some of your cake. All right. So when they add one of your items to a bundle, it just simply means that they're collecting things from your store, and they get actually a discount if you set it up like our store. If you buy 2 or more items, you get 15% off, right. And then they can also get a shipping discount. So anytime they bundle an item from one single seller, so if they're buying 3 or 4 items just from us, they get a shipping discount. And so, if you've ever bought on Poshmark, it's what, like $6.95 or $7.10 or something like that.
I can't remember right now.
Anyway, just to buy one item, no matter the weight. So if you buy more than one from a seller, that really makes the cost go down. It's one shipping cost. So that's what it means. It means they're building a bundle. Some people put one in and just leave it like that, and some people continue to add. So just leave it for a while, and once they have more than a few items, you can actually shoot them an offer to see if you can make the sale in bundle form as well. So do you have a super chat?
Darren Adams, super chat.
$2. Darren Adams
says, cup of coffee on me.
Perfect. You get a popper, Darren Adams. Ready, set, go!
She's excited.
I'm going to have to steal some of Paul's poppers now.
Yes. You're a popper machine, my wife.
Popper queen. All right.
Let's see. But Susan says, when you list something on Poshmark, how long do you wait before you mark it down? Also, how do you decide how much to mark it down? Okay, I mark down every Saturday.
Yep.
Every Saturday I mark down, and I will mark it down only 10%. That's how I do it.
It's based on season. It may be that it's a Christmas dress right now. He's going to mark that down for sure. But if it's coming up on something that's Easter related, he's not going to mark it down as much as he would something else because it's coming up to being Easter springtime season. So just be aware that if you've got like some winter clothing on there, you might want to discount it more just to get it to move right now. But generally 10% is our normal markdown.
Yeah, Susan, if you buy the Poshmark E-book, you'll see how I do that step by step.
Yeah, we have it outlined in that Poshmark E-book on Hooked on Pickin.
But it works for me. There are times, though, that you sell things very cheaply, but it's been sitting there forever. It hasn't gotten a whole lot of likes. So either that is too high or just people aren't interested in that particular brand or whatever the situation may be. So, Okay, Bonnie Johnson, thumbed up. Carol, I think it's Carol. Carol says, congrats on 50,000 from New Zealand.
Awesome. I love our international viewers.
Janice Shipley donated $5.
Awesome. Super chat for Janice Shipley. Ready, set, and Janice's popper.
Beautiful. You're amazing.
I love the poppers. I need to do this every live stream because I have so much fun with them.
We're going to buy a pallet of poppers just for Heather.
Although it does smell like cap guns in here now.
Woo! Sugary cake and gunpowder.
Cap guns and coffee from my Hooked on Pickin mug.
That's right.
Life can't get any better.
No, it can't. CNMCKNA.
What?
Says, new to the channel, love the content.
Awesome.
It probably stands for something. So, let's see. KOH Merchandise says, my shipping from Bulq went up. Oh, I did. I was suspicious about that.
Okay, so just be aware that when we put one pallet in, it was higher than $200.
Yes, that did happen to me once.
Yep, when you put one pallet in, but as you start adding pallets from the same warehouse. Now, we had someone actually email me the other day that said, I put a pallet in and then I put a second pallet in and my shipping went up. Check your location, because my guess was that they probably bought one from Indiana and then bought one from Kentucky, and that, of course, it would go up. It only gets lowered if you're buying from the same warehouse. So my suggestion would be filter for that warehouse and only buy from one warehouse and make 2 separate orders if you find stuff at other warehouses.
Yes. Deborah says, are there any liquidation companies near Florida? Shipping will be high for me. I don't buy anything from Florida that I know of, but Deborah, when we go to Market Week, I will be on the hunt for
different locations.
Every liquidation company I can come up with.
We'll probably sit down when we get home, or even while we're live streaming there, and kind of give you a list of location of liquidation companies that seem similar to what we're used to dealing with. Like as in bulk and via trading.
I think shipping from via trading will be hard for you because you live in Florida because of the shipping cost. That's all the way across the country.
Isn't direct liquidation is in Texas, isn't it?
Direct liquidation has several different warehouses.
They have a lot of
direct liquidation. I would check.
So does Smart Lots. Smart Lots has a bunch of different locations, and so shipping usually is a little better from them.
But like with Bulq, I mean they're kind of centrally located. You should be able to check on them too.
I'm gonna check thumbs up.
Okay, you go for it.
I'm actually gonna turn it on over here, and I can watch it.
There you go, Heather. Let's see. Sorry. Janet says hello from windy Chicago. Kathy says congratulations. David says when shipping for Hooked on Pickin, what site do you use for the shipping? Our Hooked on Pickin is through Shopify.
Yeah.
That's what we built it through. So it has a really good system for shipping. And what you've enabled shipping on what?
On UPS.
Yeah.
And United States Postal Service.
There you go.
Okay, I've got it up now, so I can see 81 thumbs up.
Let's see. Calazone Moto says, expecting my first liquidation pallet to arrive today.
Awesome.
Good deal. Angel says, I'm trying to focus on building my Poshmark and Mercari for clothes, shoes, and handbags.
Yes. We're going to be on the hunt for some brand new
You're doing good, Angel.
Clothes, shoes. Yep. Handbags sell really well on Poshmark, if you can buy them right.
I don't know how to pronounce this. Maseretta? Maseretta, maybe?
Yeah.
Maseretta says.
Monserrate?
Says, hi, I think you're still live. Yes. I believe we're still live.
We're still live.
Treasure Hustler says, love via trading here in California. Yeah.
Yep.
You're right there in California. It's a great deal.
It is nice.
I love the fact that you could go there and just, hey, I want that pallet.
Yeah. I would love to just wander around and pick a pallet.
Man. Let's see. Kathy says, the Tennessee warehouse is closed from the tornado.
Yep.
That was my favorite warehouse since it was the cheapest ship for me.
Yeah.
Yes. Calazone Moto says, direct liquidation has a warehouse in Alabama, South Carolina, and shipping might be cheaper to Florida. Yes.
Okay.
Spencer says, yo, bro.
Yo.
Jennifer says, hi from South Texas. Deborah says, thank you, Calazone. Harold says, to find liquidators in Florida, look for product sourcing 101 on Facebook and join the group. They have a few in Florida and a lot around the country.
Okay.
Thanks, Harold. That's great.
Good to know. I'm going to jump on a
really
Facebook
good. Yeah, I know.
post.
Treasure Hustler says, congrats on 50,000 new to your channel.
Thanks.
Ashley says, congrats.
We've done lots of poppers.
Yes. Calazone Moto says, Ashley Llewellyn, thank you. I'm excited. Patty says, congratulations. Jennifer says, I'm trying to get myself organized to get my first pallet. Spencer says, I'm cute, ?
What?
You might be cute, Spencer.
I haven't seen you.
So, I'm going to trust you are. Move on. Calazone Moto says, what is the best and worst profit margin you have ever made on a pallet.
Ooh,
Best and worst.
Best, we have made about $5,000 on one.
Yeah.
Like paid for the pallet and then made an additional $5,000
That's probably the
on
best.
that one. And then worst, losing money. I think we've lost.
Never lost everything we
No,
invested.
but I think we had one where maybe we ended up being about $200 in the hole after we sold everything. Because I think it was ended up being a pallet that had a lot of those like Target Dollar Tree things. It's like $100 or $200 in the hole is where we kind of.
We have had a number. You know, Heather's a hardworking lady. You work very hard to be able to get everything sold, and you just barely break even.
Well, and I would have to say, with that particular pallet, we did save a lot of those things that we knew we couldn't move on other platforms, and I think a lot of it still went with a garage sale, and so that's a little bit harder to track. So. I mean, yes, we were probably at the end of the day down $100 or $200, but we probably made up maybe 50 or 60 of that just at the garage sale alone, because I think we sold a lot of those kind of, they were like party balloons and graduation center pieces and things that were just like cheapo kind of dollar store paper product stuff that was in there that we did not expect to see.
Like we had like a bunch of paper towels one time. I don't know why they even got thrown in.
So to me, I'm like, well, I'm just going to bring them to the house, and I literally have not bought paper towels in probably 6 months.
Yeah, we did that, but like at the garage sale.
Oh, yeah.
Every person walked in. I just had them for like $1, and people bought paper towels like crazy.
I think you can buy like one roll of paper towels for cheaper than $1 at Walmart, but maybe the convenience of having it right in front of you.
It was right there, $1. You know, they were good on it. Let's see.
I want to do another popper for 100
I know you
thumbs
do.
Up. So excited. We're at like 84 thumbs up, I think.
I'm trying to get there. Okay. Yes, here it is. Susan, I had to quit my job to stay home with my dad who has Alzheimer's. Because of y'all, I'm learning that I can still earn money from home. Thanks for being such an inspiration.
That's really the main reason why I started this job, is because I was staying home with babies.
Right.
Now that they're all in school, I've been able to kind of ramp up the business a lot more and, offer the YouTube channel, which I couldn't do when they were little.
And now our oldest is getting just... He's 3 years be heading to college, so
I know.
We need to make some money.
I know. This is now the new college fund.
Goodness gracious, that's expensive.
But we're actually going on a college trip. 2 weeks. We're going to go and check out a college.
Yay.
My baby's getting
old.
We're
going to Boyce in Louisville, Kentucky. It's a Bible college down there.
Yep.
So
let's see. He actually wants to be a pastor.
He does.
He does.
Deborah says, thanks, Harold. Matthew says, watch one of your prior services on Facebook. Was very good. Thanks for posting. Well, great.
Yeah. We always, the link is in the description of this video. We always connect our Facebook page for our church there. If you ever want to just see if you can't get out. A lot of people, like Susan, who's watching her dad with Alzheimer's. Maybe she can't go anywhere. And it's nice to just jump on a Sunday morning and watch us live. We're usually on right around 10:15-ish, 10:15 is when we start the live stream, and you get to see the whole service from the choir to the praise team to the preaching. So, and if you can't get on at that time, and that's Central Standard Time, you can always watch it after the fact. We have the videos stay on the Facebook page.
If you're ever around Trenton, Illinois,
come
feel
visit.
free to stop in.
Yeah.
We're at Westgate Baptist Church.
In Trenton, Illinois, yep.
It's a great church. I love the church.
Oh my goodness, it's an awesome church.
It's a great group of people.
Hope we never leave.
Let's see. Deborah says, Susan, you go, girl. You can do anything you put your mind to.
Yep.
Yes. This has been a blessing. The online reselling movement, whatever you want to call it, industry has been phenomenal for people that, for whatever reason, have to stay home or whatnot.
Well, and you can make your own hours, but that also means you have to make your own hours. It means you actually have to be self-motivated enough to do it. I don't know how many people that I've chatted with that are like, oh, I've bought 15 million things, and they're all sitting in my living room.
Susan's going to make Heather so happy. Susan donated $4.99.
Susan!
She wants to pop
What's it
so
say?
bad. She says, get some ice cream to go with that cake.
Amen. Ready? Here you go, Susan. Woohoo!
Awesome. You got it on the cake.
We only have 2 poppers left.
Yep. Then we have an air horn.
Oh, yeah.
He wants to blow an air horn.
I do want to blow an air horn.
So I'm not even sure that's a good thing.
If we make it past those 2 poppers, I'm blowing this air horn. Away from the microphone. I will take the microphone off and blow the air horn. I promise. I won't make you deaf.
Okay, Wallace says, I would like to know when you guys sell stuff on eBay or Amazon, do you have a store named, or do you go by your own name, or what?
Oh, okay. So,
Yes.
Yes. So on eBay, we do have a store name. Our eBay name, I think, is Hooked on Pickin.
Yes.
But Amazon, we started before we started the YouTube channel, so it's under a different name. And Amazon, it's just you just pick a name that you think people would want to buy from. Like you don't want to name your store on Amazon Bob's Trash House, because who wants to buy from Bob's Trash House? But if you do something like
Maybe I would, actually. I would walk into Bob's Trash House
But
just to
I mean,
find
so
out
just
what's in there.
Just think, if you're looking on Amazon and you're buying from a buyer, what do you want to see?
Yeah.
Something that sounds professional. So don't. What somebody's going to name their store Bob's Trash House now.
That's a great name. I would shop there every day of my life.
It's the thrifter in him. I can't take it out.
That's
All
right. Spencer says you're so handsome. Thank you, Spencer.
He is handsome. I think he's
thank
handsome.
you so
Listen,
much.
ladies, he's mine.
Yeah,
you can't have him.
you don't
He's all
want me.
mine. Yes, you do. He's awesome.
Treasure Hustler says, do you go in other reseller chats when they live stream?
I have jumped on Rake and Profits. Usually, to be
like
honest,
Rake and
yeah, I
Profits.
like Rake and Profit. But
That's a cool dude.
I have jumped on the Bulq's live stream just because I like to know what's going on with their business all the time, and so sometimes I'll go on, and sometimes I chat, and sometimes I just watch. But the biggest thing is I usually am working all the time.
Yeah.
I'm working, or I'm at a sporting event for my child.
Yes.
Actually, tonight I'm going to a concert. The high school band is playing. They're playing James Bond music. It's gonna be awesome. I may put.
They're good.
I'm gonna
They
put
are
a little
really
video
good.
on my Patreon page of them playing. They're also doing Symphony of Sitcoms.
Yeah.
It's a song that's gonna have like the Munsters and Green Acres and a bunch of stuff.
Our kids go to a fairly small high school, grade school. I think there's 400 kids in the school, but there's this man that's been directing
for 30 years.
Yeah, just is phenomenal. He gets these kids just to way over excel probably their talent level, their grade level, their age level. We went to the Christmas performance.
I thought they should have been charging tickets.
They should have.
It was amazing.
It was awesome. The choir sang before it, and you know, a lot of times when you're going through the middle school years, you're like, crud, I get to sit through this.
Another concert.
So we got to the high school level. It was just holy
like
cow,
they have a
this
whole
was-
stage. They had backlighting.
It was awesome.
Everybody had to be in black and white.
Yeah.
When they sang, like my son actually dresses in a suit. He plays the baritone saxophone, which is the monster
They
one.
were so
It's, like,
good.
huge.
That band director retires this year.
I know. So it's going to be kind of the last hurrah for him. So
Let's see here. We have another super chat.
super chat.
She's gonna pop.
I'm gonna
the
pop
Wells Mama donated $5, and she has a little party pair dancing.
Awesome party pair for Wells Mama. Ready, set, go. Woo!
There he goes. Let's see.
One more popper left, isn't it? Yeah, one more popper.
I think so.
That's it.
Then we'll be blowing air horns.
I'll be blowing air horns for every super chat.
Oh, here's a good question here on this. Okay. Linda Jackson says, "Have you ever been scammed on eBay?"
Yeah, actually. The biggest thing with eBay is I would recommend if you can take your own photos, that's going to be your best thing. That's going to help you if you ever get scammed. So yes, I do use stock photos for some of my stuff, but I always try to include my regular photos. The way I was scammed was, first and foremost, one of the quickest ways they try to scam you is they'll email you and say that something's wrong with their item. The very first thing I do is I request photos. Please include a picture of how the item was damaged. A lot of times, boom, it stops there.
Yeah, like
they just
totally
want,
ghost. Boom, like they never even mentioned anything.
And so a lot of times what they want you to do is go, oh, I'm sorry, and hit a refund button. Because they do that to, like, I noticed, like, if I do that with something I buy off eBay, and let's say it's from, like, a China wholesaler, they'll just automatically refund me. They don't want to deal with the hassle of having a bad review. And so a lot of times they'll do that. So they do that with you, and they're expecting the same reaction. So I always request photos. If I get the photos, then I will compare them to what I actually boxed up. And if it's totally different, which is sometimes the case, I have multiple times had people return an item that was not the one I shipped to them. It's like they bought mine and replaced their broken one and put it back in the box. And so what you can do then is take a photo, compare it with the other photo, and open a case with eBay. It does not hurt your account to open a case with eBay, and I'd say 50% of the time eBay will rule in both favors, where they get to keep their money, but then eBay will refund you yours. And then I'd say the other 50% of the time they get away with it. It's just part of reselling that you kind of deal with shady customers, but those are the suggestions I would give if you get scammed like that.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
But always be as professional as possible with your correspondence, because the minute you go calling them names or accusing them of something, then eBay will rule in the buyer's favor.
Yes.
Yep.
If you swear anything like that, eBay
or even if you're mean.
Automatically.
Yep. So just stay above board and as professional as possible.
Poshmark the same way.
Yep.
And they're a going back and forth system. It's as similar to eBay. Decor and Moore says, I love reselling.
Awesome. I do too.
Calazone says, I know you guys don't sling mud, but your experience could save me time and money. Is there a list somewhere of liquidators you would steer clear from?
Okay, I actually got this question, and I had someone even privately email me this. I don't give out who I don't buy from. The thing that I would tell you is if I do recommend them on a video, especially my recent ones, then I would say I endorse them as far as my experience. I'm not going to endorse every box that they sell because I don't see every box, but I will endorse the boxes that I open. And so just kind of go from my, yes, this is a good liquidator list, and if I don't mention them, then you're going to have to view other YouTubers to kind of figure out what they think about it. But yeah,
I've heard Heather on reselling calls before suggest maybe you want to look elsewhere besides that particular person.
Right. If you bring up their name, I'll probably tell you to look elsewhere. But I don't.
Then move along.
I don't want to ruin their business because, maybe they're learning from their mistakes and they're going to change their ways. And so I don't want to give them 100% negative rating for the rest of their lives.
Plus, I think if you the one that I know of, we've bought multiple things from, and every time.
Yep, it's been a consistent bad
thing. Because
stuff.
if you only bought one pallet from direct liquidation, our first pallet from direct liquidation wasn't real great, but our second and third ones were awesome.
Yep.
So if you only buy one thing, you might not be.
Well, in YouTube land, you can do so much research now.
I know, which is very helpful.
Yep.
Let's see here. Darren says, is it Darren? Yep, Darren says, did you ever sell all the motorcycle parts? I remember you are doing well with that.
We still have a few that I have to go over and get from the back shed when I'm, in my spare time.
Yeah.
Which I don't have any.
I think all the good stuff is.
All the good stuff. I do have a few Triumph motorcycle parts that I'll probably look and see.
We did very well.
We did.
Very well with that stuff. And we haven't ever seen any of it before.
Yep.
Or since. Deborah says, Linda, unfortunately, it's like the thief in a store, unfortunately, part of doing the business.
Yeah.
Yep. Angel says, who is going to sweep up? Laugh out.
Oh.
Probably me. Deborah says, don't advertise your Amazon name. Best not to, in my opinion. Yeah.
Don't advertise it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Nova Vita says, Ella Ann is my name. Ella Ann is my name. I like that.
Oh, okay.
I would like to ask, which platform is the one that makes the most selling? Thank you for all your advices.
Okay, so I would say as far as majority of sales, Amazon. It's just a monster. It's a beast. And you don't have to do any of the shipping on the back end, so we can list more on Amazon. It's faster listing. Yes, you pay higher fees, but you also can charge more per item on Amazon. So sometimes the fees scare people away when they hear 30, 35% fees. But you can just flat charge more because there's so many more customers on Amazon. So, yep.
I'm way behind on comments. Sorry.
Okay.
Decor Moore says, America has so much for everyone, even our newcomers.
Yep.
Absolutely. Wallace says, I just might use Fast Trash House. Laugh out loud. Treasure Hustler says, you actually work. That's why we haven't seen you in other chats. Laugh out loud.
Yes.
Wallace says, I just might use Bob Trash House. Laugh out loud. Treasure Hustler says, what about Trash to Treasure House?
Ooh.
Yep. Susan says, 91 thumbs up. Let's get to 100, guys.
Oh, what are we at?
Can you see?
What are we at? 94.
94. Soy Truck 121 says, I sometimes imagine fish crawling on the ground rather than in the ocean. I feel that, my friend. I feel your pain. Madeline says,
what are we talking about?
I don't know. Fish and ground. Congrats. Do you happen to have a website to buy from Macy's liquidation, please? And I also like to buy quilt. How to do so? Thanks.
Okay, so we buy all of our Macy's clothes from Via Trading, via trading.com, VIA trading.com.
Yeah.
That's how you say it. And then that's the only way I buy Macy's. I know people that buy direct from like Macy's and Walmart and all that stuff.
I don't think I've ever purchased a quilt.
Yeah.
Let's see. Bonnie says, if an item has a serial number, I always take a photo and put it in the listing. So if a different item is returned, that is more proof. Great idea,
That's
Bonnie.
That's a great idea.
Ashley says, 112 people, everyone thumbs up.
What are we at?
What are we at? You see? Yep, good.
I'm
Much
trying
better
to,
eyes than I do.
Yeah, I'm trying to see it from this far away. Hold on, let me just make my screen bigger. Oh, we're at 98!
2 more. And that'll be the last popper. Then everything else is air horn.
Now I can see better. Made my screen bigger. 98. No, we're at 99! Sorry, I'm really excited.
She's excited today, everybody.
50,000 subscribers. Of course I'm excited.
The Wells Mama says, I just decided to officially open an eBay store. Do you recommend accepting returns? I normally sell big items like strollers and car seats. I was selling under my personal account and no returns before.
Okay. An eBay store just helps you with a number of listings that you can have for free. And so I do recommend a store because then they can just click on your store and see all of your listings. I think they can do that with a personal store, but not as easily. In an eBay store, you do have some formatting options where you can actually make it in grid form and things like that. So it's a little bit easier to peruse just your store. But the biggest reason to have an eBay store is usually it ends up being cheaper listings if you list more than 40 items a month. All right, guess what? 103 thumbs up. Ready?
Beautiful.
Here we go. Here we go. Boom.
That was a good one.
Ooh, this one's smoking. Look. Smoking. All right, now super chats, and if we get 150 thumbs up, we're doing an air horn because we're doing 50s. What?
You're awesome. Let's see.
We're gonna make everybody deaf.
Saint Grugard says, good morning from Las Vegas.
Awesome.
Bridget says, hello from Arkansas.
Awesome.
And St. Grugard says, the cake looks so good.
It is really good.
It was really good. I need another piece.
You need another piece. You want to eat the rest of mine?
Why did you not eat the breading of the cake? That's the best part.
I just want the icing.
That's bad. That's so bad.
You want another piece?
Yes, please. Let's see. Myra, I think it's right. Myra says, congratulations.
Awesome.
So do you have any questions for us? Feel free to ask them.
I'm going to give an update on the Bulq stuff again because if you were not on here when we talked about the Bulq warehouse. Okay, so I got an email from Bulq, and those of you who have ordered from the Mount Joliet, Tennessee warehouse also probably got this email. I don't know if they sent it out to everybody, but they did post it on their Facebook page, and then they shot me an email to give me kind of some details. So you guys probably know of all the tornadoes that hit Tennessee, so we need to definitely be in prayer for the Nashville, Tennessee area. But in one of the buildings that was hit was the Tennessee Bulq warehouse. Now, they're still selling things out of the Kentucky and the Indiana warehouse, but they have actually removed the Mount Joliet location from the Bulq warehouse. So if you see fewer things on the Bulq website, that's why. And they did tell me that nobody who works at that location was injured in the tornadoes. So everybody is safe, but that actually happens to be the warehouse we toured. And so one of our viewers just told us March of 2019 was when we were there and we toured and we met a lot of the workers. There's probably about 150 people or so that work at that warehouse. I may have my numbers wrong, so Bulq, you're welcome to go ahead and comment and correct me on those numbers. But
soon to be a lot of people working.
It's going to be a long time for them to not have a steady paycheck. So just be in prayer that they can get things up and running. And then I do know that if you ordered something from that warehouse around that time frame where they were having the tornadoes, they automatically refunded the money, and you should see it within 3 to 5 days. So you probably, if you have ordered from them, have already received an email. If you're concerned about that, check your email inbox and see if you didn't receive something, have all your order information. But if you ordered from the other two warehouses, you shouldn't have any kind of issues. But I told them that I would definitely mention that on my live stream since they sent me the email just yesterday. Or it might have been 2 days ago, and I asked them, is it okay that I mention this on the live stream? And they said, please do so. So also, I'm going to be at the Bulq meet and greet on Monday night. that they're having. I forget where it's at. It's at a restaurant. If you go on their Facebook page, it's got it listed. But it's after the show closes for ASD Market Week, so I will probably be there. I think we have decided, especially since we went 50,000 subscribers, we're going to rent a car.
Right.
So if you didn't...
The best one I could find, we actually get to rent it right there at the hotel.
Yeah, which is cool.
And they may have something better. The guy that I was talking to told me, I think it's Enterprise is right there at the Westgate is where we're staying. And
they actually bring the car to there.
They bring it right there to you. It's amazing. So it's a Ford Mustang convertible. Looks really sharp.
We're going to rent it.
But there's he says whatever the best that he can find us, he'll try to show us a few other things when we get there.
The cool thing is, too, is that we only have to do a one-day rental.
Yeah.
So on Monday night, we're going to be cruising around, probably in a convertible.
I think it'll be fun.
Because of 50,000 subscribers!
Because of Heather. How awesome
Well,
she
and
is.
Paul. Paul helps me. All that amazing camera work.
I do a little help.
We do have a hat that says cameraman.
Sure do. Trey Baker says, have a piece of cake for me.
Awesome.
Deborah says, it's you've been on for an hour and 10 minutes. Thanks for entertaining us so long.
Awesome.
Mason Boy 123 Killfry says, hi from Wells. Wallace says, I'm in Florida. Soy Truck 121 says, 50,000.
Yeah.
Andy Stevenson says, congrats. Mysterious Me says, oh, wow, thank God no one was hurt in the warehouse, but sad to hear their warehouse was impacted. Michelle says, hey, just jumped on late. Congrats on 50,000.
Awesome.
David Zika says, how often do you share your Posh closet? All the daggum time, except for right now that I'm on right now.
Right. So we usually at least 3 times a day we share the entire closet. But generally we share more. If you want to maybe pay someone to share it for you, but caveat on that, I think I'm using that word right.
I'm not
It
sure.
sounded wrong in my brain. Anyway, if you want to just make sure that whoever you share it with, they have to have access to your Poshmark store on their smartphone.
My mom helps me share.
Yeah, so his mom usually will help him share, and some things, and then he will share at night when we're watching a show or something with the kids. So.
I'm technically the sharer.
Yeah, he is the sharer, because I'm always listing.
Heather is listing and doing all kinds of stuff.
Yep.
So let's see here.
You want me to read some comments so you can eat your cake?
Oh, no.
He prefers to read the comments.
That's right. I like to be in control.
In control.
Bonnie says, you have to get tickets for Bulq meet and greet?
No, I think you just show up.
I got an email with info about it.
Yeah, so just go to their Facebook page, because I actually scrolled down about 3 posts on their Facebook page just to remember where it was at, and was able to find it, all the info on it. And I think there's a link to it. Tells what restaurant it's at. I think it's just like free appetizers or something like that. It says something like enjoy a drink on us or something like that. So
Ashley was saying we share 3 times a day. That's technically right.
Technically about right. I mean, when you average out some of the days, like Sunday, we barely share at all.
So when I get up in the morning, I try to share the entire closet. And then sometime in the afternoon, and then in the evening.
Yeah.
In the evening, I'll share like crazy.
Yeah.
Terry's Angel says, I know 2 other YouTubers that went to Moody Bible Institute in Chicago. That is that close to you for your son? No. Chicago is actually about 5.5 hours. We live in Illinois, but Chicago is still 5.5 hours away.
30 minutes from St. Louis.
I know Moody Bible Institute. We had some people that we knew that went to church together had gone there. It's a great school.
It is.
We're a part of the Southern Baptist Convention, is the church I pastor at Westgate Baptist Church. So they get any kid that is a Southern Baptist kid gets a discount to go to Southern Baptist universities and schools. So
50% off tuition.
50% off tuition is a big deal.
Yeah.
So that's why we're kind of leaning or trying to encourage our son to think about that direction. We actually didn't
go to a Southern Baptist. We just went to an independent Baptist college.
Yep. Used to be a part of a general association of regular Baptist churches.
Yeah, it was.
So they got rid of their association.
Yeah. Now it's just an independent.
I think my freshman year.
Yeah, it's in Ankeny, Iowa, just north of Des Moines, Iowa.
Right. Or got rid of their association of schools, I think. Anyway, there's some stuff I don't understand.
Okay.
Let's see here.
More questions. We love your questions.
Mr. Russo says, hello, Gratz, for the 50,000.
Awesome.
Do you know if we can pick up from the warehouses?
Not from Bulq. Yes, from via trading.
Don't know about direct liquidation. You might be able to.
I think maybe you can, but I can't remember. But I know for sure not yet for Bulq. But last time I talked to them, they
pays to ask. Just ask them.
Ask
hey,
them.
is there a way I can pick up? And sometimes they'll work a deal with you. Mysterious Me says, you guys are a dynamic team.
Dynamic. It's all because of Paul.
Kendra Swift thumbed up. Mysterious Me, what is the point of your Patreon page? Are the people your employees? Do they run your YouTube channel?
No, patrons are basically people that just support me because of my creator content. They enjoy my content. They get a few perks depending on what tier they sign up for. And then I always will put out messages and stuff like that, kind of behind the scenes stuff on my Patreon page. Not a ton of stuff just because I'm working all the time, but I do occasionally put a few things out to my patrons only.
Right.
So, yeah, it's just people that appreciate the channel and so support me.
We first found out about it because of YouTube. So a lot of YouTubers have a Patreon page because of all the content you put out there.
Yep.
Let's see. Wallace says, prayers to the Bulq workers. Yep. Absolutely. Jose says, congratulations. How to do well on Mercari? How do you do well on Mercari? We don't do Mercari.
Yeah, so viewers that do Mercari, please go ahead and answer his question for him. Yeah. And I would suggest, who was that that asked the question?
Jose, I believe.
Jose, just go ahead and check the comments in a couple of hours from now, because there'll be people that watch this after the fact and may give you a lot of advice. So check the comment section a couple hours after on this video, and you'll probably have some answers too. So here's some upcoming stuff on ASD. So we're going to ASD March 22nd. We're flying out, and we're going to stay through, I think, the 27th, but we're doing the meet and greet on Tuesday. Everybody who has already signed up for the meet and greet, I have you on a list, so we will see you there at the Fresco Italiana at the Westgate Resort at 8 p.m. And so we've got a table of 10. I will also be at the Monday night Bulq meet and greet, rolling up in a convertible.
That's right, you will.
I won't know what to do with myself. Too fancy for me. But anyway,
she's awesome.
Anyway, I'm just a regular old working person.
You're amazing.
Okay, so anyway, so we're going to do that. Thank you so much for celebrating with us. But we are planning on, while we're at ASD, we're going to do a lot of live streams and kind of updates. We will try to give you as much of a list of liquidators as we possibly can. I will probably post that list like in handwritten form on my Patreon page, and so check that out. That's going to be something we'll make available. We'll list what the liquidator's name is. Now, just realize we'll give you the liquidators' names, but a lot of these we will not have order from yet. So you might see future after the month of March. We'll probably start ordering a few boxes here and there just to kind of get a feel for what exactly this liquidator is about. So we'll try to kind of be the guinea pigs for you guys if we see a good deal. Now, we're not going to buy from them if it looks like complete trash. Unless it's, named Bob's Trash House. Because you'll have to go back in the video.
I'm starting a business called Bob's Trash House.
So you'll have to go back in the video and watch why I said that. But anyway, so we're going to try to do that. So we'll post the list. But just recognize if we haven't done an unboxing for them, we really don't know what kind of condition it's all going to be in. But we can at least give you some resources. Then maybe you can go out onto YouTube, find other YouTubers that have bought from them, and get a feel for what kind of product they have. But that's the plan. 3
questions, and then we'll probably sign off here.
Okay.
The Wells Mama says, just to clarify, my question is, would you recommend starting to take returns on eBay?
So I have the button clicked no returns, but if you do click the button to take returns and you have 1-day shipping, you actually get kind of a bestseller little corner thing up in your item, and I think your item gets suggested more by eBay. Whether you decide to take returns or not, eBay almost still requires it. So it's better and more comfortable for the buyer if it says returns accepted. One thing that I do, though, is on my listing, I accept returns, but I make the buyer pay the shipping back because it deters people from sending it back.
Yep.
So that's one thing that I would do is when you set up your return policy on eBay, require that the buyer pays the shipping back.
Right. Another question, just trying to skip around a question, says, from Amelia says, do your kids ever work for you, or do you keep it all separate?
My son works for me.
Yes.
Because he's saving money for a car.
And then Deborah says, with this, I believe that's coronavirus stuff, are people canceling the ASD meeting or the AFC meeting.
Oh, yes. So we talked about that earlier in the stream. So let me go ahead and just talk to you about it. So we did get an email from ASD Market Week basically saying that if they are a wholesaler direct from mainland China, they will not be in attendance at the ASD Market Week, but that's only about 5% of the international sellers, so they're still going to have a ton of people there. Now there are still going to be Chinese companies there, but they're based stateside.
Right.
So all of the people, they may be associated with a Chinese company, but they've been stateside and they have stayed stateside throughout this whole process. So, and we've bought from stateside Chinese wholesalers before.
We have a lady in Houston, Texas, but she's the rep for a Chinese company. So she lives in Houston, Texas.
Yeah, so she'll be there.
She'll be there representing that Chinese company, but I don't know when the last time she was in China.
Right, you know but the people that are currently in mainland China since the coronavirus broke out will not be allowed to basically be at ASD. Right. And so we actually got an email stating that. So
okay, you got one more.
Oh,
Angel
man.
donated $5.
$5. Okay, hold on.
Oh my goodness.
All right, let me take this off. I'm gonna stand away closer. I'm gonna go over there. Here, hold this. Okay, ready?
Where? Hold on.
Go right here. Ready? Ready? Super chat. Oh my word. That was loud. That was so loud. Okay. So, any more questions? I can repeat them for you if we have any. All right. So we ended with 111 thumbs up. Thank you so much for celebrating with us for our 5,000 subscribers. We're excited. Sorry, not 5,000, 50,000 subscribers. I'm so excited. I can't even think. So 50,000 subscribers. The cake was amazing. If you want some Hooked on Pickin merchandise, go to hookedonpickin.com. Check out all of my reseller helps that are there. And of course, remember in the end, Jesus wins.